Congratulations on this remarkable gala. It is really an honor and a privilege to be invited and to participate in such a great celebration. I bring greetings from the Holy Dove Foundation in Indianapolis.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say I love Turkey. I do. Been to Turkey. You are a valuable ally. You help us in our foreign policy. I'm a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee. I'm a member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly. And I'll be going back to Turkey. I enjoyed going to Istanbul. I even went down to the city of Tarsus.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to join other members of Congress and other friends of the Turkish American community here. This is not a time for big speeches, but I'm proud of the friendship, Senator Wicker. I'm proud of the friendship between Turkey and America, particularly proud of the number of Turkish Americans in Virginia and the 5 centers that we have in Virginia, and look forward to building stronger ties of friendship between us. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Well, I agree with what the 3 previous speakers have said. It's wonderful to be here among so many friends. It's wonderful to have traveled to Turkey as many times as I have. I want to get back there again with my wife as soon as possible. I love Turkey as much as David Scott professed to love Turkey.
I wish I could speak Turkish. I love hearing Turkish spoken, and I can't, but I can say teşekkür ederim.
Good evening. You know, as you can see, politics is a tough business, but we're hanging in there. And let me say this, those of us, our senators and members of Congress that are here today are standing up for Turkey. You are one of our most important allies. We have a lot of problems with terrorism and war, and we need you to help us, and you are helping us, and we're going to continue to support you, and that's why we're here. So have a great evening.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight to celebrate the importance of the Turkish American community and the importance of the American relationship with Turkey. I enjoyed my visit with several members of Parliament earlier today, and I understand that my office was able to give them a tour of the Capitol building, which I'm proud that they did. I have long been an admirer of Turkey and its culture and look forward to visiting very soon. I've never been there. Although the U.S. is relatively young in comparison to Turkey, I think it is tremendously important that both cultures continue to work together for the continued success of the Turkey-U.S. relationship. I don't have to tell you about the cultural importance of Turkey. For thousands of years, it has served as a cultural epicenter of the world. The Turkish people and traditions have influenced world religions, nation building, art, and history. There are very few areas of the world with rich cultural traditions of Turkey. I must commend each of you and the Federation on your efforts to share your rich history and traditions with your government and leaders with our community.
Thank you and good evening. It's great to be here with this nationwide gathering of Turkish Americans and friends of Turkey. Good to be here with a very good group, a large group from North Carolina.
Anybody here from the state of Texas? There you go. Thank you. I am Ted Poe. I am from the state of Texas, and I have the honor to represent a lot of Turkish American Texans. I serve on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Unlike some of my other members of Congress who have traveled all over the world, about the only foreign country I've been to is Louisiana. But I hope to go to Turkey someday and make that trip with you in this room. Or as we say in Texas, all y'all in this room. Turkey is important to the United States. The United States is important to Turkey. We are allies, we are friends, and we are neighbors.
Thank you. Good evening. It is a great honor and pleasure to be here with so many friends of the Turkic community, and I have to especially thank the country and the nation of Turkey for leading the effort for bilateral talks with the United States of America.
My name is Mike McMahon. I represent Brooklyn and Staten Island, New York. And like so many of my colleagues from the American government, both the House and the Senate, as you saw in the numbers that came out here today, we come to salute our Turkish American friends, our Turkic American friends, and say to you all, thank you for your friendship and support, not only here in this country, but around the world as we face the challenges of terrorism.
I want you to know something. When I was 20 years old, I went to Istanbul, and I decided I wanted to do something that I could always brag about for the rest of my life. So I went down to the pier, and I decided I was going to swim between Europe and Asia. And you know what? There was a young Turkish guy next to me as I was getting out of my clothes to get my swimming suit on to get in the water, and he said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm going to swim over there to the other side." And he said, "Are you crazy?" And thank God I had him there, because what he did was he rowed next to me. I swam it, but he rowed next to me. He didn't know who the heck I was, but he knew that I was an American, and he liked me, and I liked him. God bless all of you for making sure Americans and Turks will always be together as friends. And now I am the proud host to the Anatolia celebration that just took place last weekend in my congressional district. I am so proud of that and proud of you. Together, we will build a better future for all the people of the world. It's not going to happen unless Turkey and America are friends and doing it together. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for hosting this wonderful event. But more importantly, thank you for being America's friend. Together, we are at a crossroads in our history, fighting the war on terror. Your friendship, your participation means a lot to the United States. I will never forget your kindness to the United States, and I only hope that our friendship continues and stands the test of time. I was in Turkey last year. I'm coming back next November. I look forward to visiting your beautiful country again. And again, thank you for being America's friend.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you for being here and allowing senators and House members to visit with you. I've had one great visit to Turkey. We'll get back there soon. We're grateful for the friendship and the strategic partnership we've had for so many years. We want to continue that. Tonight is one of the many ways that we'll foster an even stronger relationship. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you. It's indeed a great honor and a privilege to be here. And like my other colleagues have stated, it is indeed very important that we continue our relationship. Some would say it's strategic. I say it's more than strategic. I say it's a relationship because it's about human values.
You know, the only folks from Turkey I've ever met are doctors, engineers, teachers, geologists, and professionals. I've decided y'all must be among the smartest people in the world, you know? The entirety of my experience.
You love graciously. You are the most gracious host anyone could ever hope to have. And when you're a friend for life. That's the kind of friends I want, and I'm so grateful for the relationship we have. Thank you so much.
And because of the dedication and the commitment of many minority groups, among those were the Turkish American members that propelled and helped New Orleans to recover after Katrina.
Thank you. Just as I had gotten that last swallow of baklava and a Turkish coffee. Thank you very much. It's really great to be here with you this evening and with all the federations, and I want to say a special thank you and hello to the Mid-Atlantic Federation. You have been great, wonderful friends who've really helped to introduce me to Turkey. And I was just sharing with the ambassador from Turkey that I just returned from Turkey, Istanbul and Ankara a little over a month ago. And so I've had a real opportunity to gain a great appreciation both for Turkey and for the contributions of Turkish Americans to the fabric of all of our communities. And so thank you so much. Thank you for your continued support. And I just love it that this room is full, because it means that the Turkic voice has an advocacy place in the halls of Congress. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here. In some ways, Arizona is probably as far away as Turkey in a lot of respects, but we do have a fellow Tucsonan, Nevzat Akar, who was here to greet me. And I can say as a member of Congress how wonderful it is to know that we have true personal relationships with the Turkish community. I serve on 3 committees that are probably pretty important to our relations: the House Armed Services Committee, the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and the Science and Technology Committee. And in all of those areas, Turkey is an ally and a friend and a strategic partner to the United States. Earlier today, I was having a conversation about your country. I had a chance to spend some time with 2 astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Gene Cernan, the first man to walk on the moon and the last astronaut to walk on the moon. And they recounted to me their experience that they had a few months ago speaking in Turkey, and how the students came out and were so excited to have a dialogue with these 2 incredible national heroes. So I want to thank you for having me. I want to thank you for making the effort to connect even those of us who are out in Arizona that don't have huge Turkish communities with your culture and your history. And the strength of our 2 nations will continue to be strong by having events like this one. So I'm honored to be here tonight. Thank you for encouraging us to come, and for your warmth and your generosity and your hospitality. And it's an honor to continue to work with you in the future. Thank you.
Good evening. It's great to be here with you. And thank you for your hospitality. I represent a district in St. Louis, Missouri, and I serve on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, where we work closely with you to be sure that we did the right thing, to maintain our friendship, to move forward, to be sure we continue our strategic work together for security, for our economy, and for our cultural relations. We've got a great community back home in Missouri, some good friends here with me tonight.
I also want to thank my many friends from Houston, Texas at Raindrop Turkish House and the Turquoise Community Center. Thank you for being here. Give them a big hand too. I want to thank everybody for what Turkey does in its relationship with the United States. I was in the Navy for 10 years, and I can tell you we have no better ally in the world than the nation of Turkey. Turkey stood up during the Cold War and let the United States put our aircraft and our men in harm's way. You stood up with us when we went into Iran, Iraq, and you've been a great friend, a great stalwart, a great ally to the United States of America. It is an honor for me to be here with all of y'all tonight. God bless Turkey. God bless the great state of Texas. God bless the United States of America. We love y'all. Thank you.
I particularly want to thank the folks from the Virginia area, our Virginia Turkish community, that have invited me to a number of events. And I really appreciate all the contact and outreach you've made to me and your hospitality. I have had the opportunity to attend a number of fora with Turkish Americans talking about international issues, but also had the opportunity to have some terrific meals. So I really appreciate the hospitality and your invitation. I have a special connection with the country of Turkey. I actually celebrated my 30th birthday in Istanbul. What a beautiful place. So I'll always have a special memory and a special place in my heart for Turkey, but beyond that, I understand the value of our alliance with Turkey, our treaty relationship, but beyond that, our cultural ties, as exhibited by the strong ties that we have even in Virginia with our Turkish community. I was a member of the Foreign Service. I was with the State Department before I went to Congress, and I can tell you that I think one of the great strengths of our country is our diversity, which is why I'm very proud to have a robust Turkish community right at home in my district. So thank you very much for having me here tonight. I appreciate the invitation. Thank you.
I know the Turkish community, Turkish American community in the Houston area is very active, and I just appreciate the relationship we have between us. And so, again, welcome to Washington, and thank you for the relationship we have between our countries, both Turkey and the United States.
Hi, good evening. I'm Congressman Steve King from Iowa, and I was so gratified to step into the building here tonight and be met by my Turkish friends from Iowa. They've really done a great job of outreach. We found out that we have a lot of common friends, a lot of common interests.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for a simply beautiful evening. You've traveled from many places to be here tonight and to receive members of Congress, members of the House, of which I am one, and a senior one, and members of the Senate as well. I must say I'm taking home with me the most beautiful calligraphy I have ever seen with my name by your artist H. Aydin Çayır, who was kind enough to do this. It's extraordinary. I represent one of the 6 finest museums in the United States, and we appreciate the art that you have given to the world, the architecture that you have given to the world.